Welcome to the Hopeless Fan Podcast. We are back again. It is Friday, October 11th. Hope your weekend's going to go well for you. It's Scotty, it's Shelby, it's Zack. We'll be joined by Nathan later. Fellas, how we doing?
Whoop whoop!
Great.
Doing great.
I'm drinking Miller Lite. So
it can't be that great.
Everybody except Shelby is drinking Miller Lite.
Cold brew with pumpkin foam. 'Tis the season.
What happened to you, man?
Some things are just more
You
important.
know, you were in college.
You don't even have kids yet, and you're already boring.
Well,
I was like, Shelby, like,
Fair
do you want to go out and like have a few beers with me, like on a Saturday night? We're not doing anything. And he's like, Nah, I don't do that anymore, man. I just drink coffee and go to sleep at 8 p.m. and then make a bet in the morning and just write articles.
that's true. Saturday nights I will go to bed around 8. Because I want
tragic.
I want Sunday morning to happen, so
Yeah,
I go to bed early.
He doesn't drink anymore. He's on keto. Next thing you know, he's gonna be taking coffee enemas. It's gonna be a whole thing.
We're
All right.
worried about you.
That's fair.
This isn't a podcast anymore.
Yeah,
This is an intervention.
All right.
Do more alcohol and drugs, Shelby.
That's fine. I tried a sip of Zach's Natty the other night, and
That's why I got Miller Lights, because I took like a small step, but it was a step up from the Natty Lights.
well, yeah, I don't see why it took you that long. Me not liking Natty for you to get a Miller Lite 12-pack. All right, we're going to start with for your reference, guys. And if we're talking NFL, I just wanted a for your reference of, this is kind of about the point in the year we're 5 games in, most teams, some are 4, where you have these players that are like, that kind of stands out to me that they're doing so well. Or like, this guy's leading in this certain stat. So I wrote down some of the ones that jumped out to me.
Okay.
There are 5 running backs in the NFL with over 50 carries, but don't have a rushing touchdown. How many can you name? Because I'm trying to keep it on the path of like the trivia questions to ask you.
Over 50 carries.
But I'm trying to keep it on the path of trivia questions to ask you. But there's so many times I can go back in time to a certain year and ask you stuff.
Okay, rephrase it one more time.
I don't like you looking at me, Zach.
Okay.
I don't, in general, but especially here when you can see my answers.
Okay.
There are five running backs in the NFL with over 50 carries, but no rushing touchdowns. How many can you name?
Currently,
wow.
okay.
I mean,
Gus
Zach,
Edwards-
who else? Zach, like, who else would?
Is Gus Edwards one of them?
Gus Edwards, I believe, is one of them.
Wow, really?
No, he's not.
Oh,
Is Royce Freeman?
Royce Freeman is one of them.
Yeah.
I knew the whole time.
I was
Gus
gonna
Edwards
say Rashad Penny, but I know he's got a touchdown.
Devontae Freeman.
Devontae Freeman is one. Royce Freeman is one.
I can know that because the dude's on my fantasy team, reluctantly. But he does have a catching touchdown.
What's the other running back in Seattle
Whatever.
besides Rashad Penny?
No Seattle
Carson.
running backs on there. I'm just not
Okay.
going to waste your time.
Okay, okay. That's
He said
fair.
besides the... Who else is the Seattle running back that's not the backup?
Chris Carson.
Yeah, that's-
He might have had a couple.
What's the
Ezekiel
What's
Elliott.
that other running back for the Giants that got injured? Not Gollman, but the
Barkley.
not Barkley. Obviously not Barkley.
There isn't another one.
Barkley.
It
What's
was
his face?
Gallman is-
Gallman. No, Gallman.
It's
It's
not
Gallman.
It's Gallman.
Gallman. You guys are so off track here.
I don't
Three
know
other ones.
I don't know
Who
what he's doing.
cares? We
2
can-
AFC, 1 NFC.
We're brainstorming.
2 NFC, 1 AFC?
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to go James White.
Amir
No,
Abdullah.
he doesn't get any carries.
Amir Abdullah.
No.
Amir Abdullah?
Those were 2 awful guesses. I don't think they've combined for 20 carries.
Jamal
I
Williams.
was thinking of Hillman,
No.
not Gollman. I was combining both.
Give
their
me,
last names.
give me. Wait a minute. Okay, all right.
All right, this guy has 71 carries.
Okay.
Whoa.
The other guy has 66, and the NFC one has 54.
Shady McCoy.
No.
Man,
oh, I think I know it. Is it Carlos Hyde?
No.
Dang it.
That's a good guess.
Frank
Hyde
Gore.
killed me in fantasy
Frank Gore got
Frank
that
Gore has a
touchdown
touchdown.
earlier. Yeah.
to beat the Bengals.
Oh,
God, he's fast.
does David Johnson have any touchdowns yet?
David Johnson.
Nope.
Oh, shoot.
That was a good guess.
That was a good guess.
Yeah.
Because I don't remember
I
one.
see him catching the ball a lot.
Yeah. It's not David Montgomery.
71 carries.
Is it Joe Mixon?
Joe Mixon is one of them for
There you go.
66 carries. This guy has 71 carries.
71
Jesus.
carries.
Either NFC. It has to be NFC. Because we guessed the one AFC.
No, you have one more AFC and one NFC.
Oh, I thought it was
okay.
2 NFC.
Oh, okay.
2 AFC, 1 NFC. You got
Oh, I got to reverse.
Oh,
Okay.
that's
Le'Veon
what's-
Bell.
Gotcha.
Le'Veon Bell.
Let's
Seven-
go.
He doesn't have a touchdown
No.
yet?
He's got catching, right?
He just played for the
Maybe.
Receiving.
Jets, to be fair.
Whatever. Catching touchdown, receiving touchdown. What's the diff? What's the diff?
All right, NFC.
I was looking for an
any
answer.
guess? I don't think you guys will get it. 54 carries on the year.
Okay, you don't think I'll get it?
Yeah.
Oh, you don't? Jordan Howard?
No.
Oh, you don't think
Is
I'll get it?
Who's the running back?
Oh, is it?
What's his
Is
name
it
from the-
Adrian
from the-
Pearson?
No.
from
Oh,
the
you
Buccaneers?
don't think I'll get
From the
it?
Buccaneers?
I'm gonna literally give you.
Is it Ronald Jones?
That's
No,
AFC.
I'm giving you
Is it Peyton Barber?
2 more guesses.
Stop.
Eh.
Who's the other running back in Carolina?
Cadillac Williams.
Is it
Wrong answers only.
Preston Brown?
Who?
Malcolm Brown.
No.
You're taking horrible. You're wasting
good
it with
guess.
horrible
Yeah,
guesses.
Zach, you're the handout of that's a bad take.
Wait,
Takes.
what team does he play on?
That's little Bud.
Wait,
What
I almost
division?
said
What
it.
division? What division is he
No.
in?
No.
Come on.
No, that's too easy.
You have 2 more guesses.
Yeah.
And that's
54 carries.
Yeah.
Uh,
Oh, he blocked it. Oh, let's go. That's the Michigan guy.
oh man, I have the Giants money line. Oh.
Nathan, in your head, count down from 30. That's all I'm giving this.
30 seconds. Good. 30 seconds.
Grab your crotch when it gets to 5.
14. 13.
Great radio. Think NFC. Think National Football Conference. Think
Oh.
football. Think handing the football off.
Are they good?
I mean, they're in the NFL, so they're probably
Is
good.
it not Breda, but the other Mostert?
No. That's a good guess.
That is a good guess.
He was at like 40-something. No touchdowns. Great guess.
Okay.
Oh, God, Mike Newton. This is going to be a trip.
Shank.
Oh, I'm gonna guess.
Nailed it.
How much time? 4, 3, 2... What? Miles Sanders.
Okay. Yeah,
I
would
would've never
get
guessed that.
Yeah, never would have got that.
I know. Okay, other
Miles
ones,
Sanders had one called back though.
other ones that surprised me.
Wow, we need to cut some of that out.
6th in the NFL in passing yards, and you guys have to be nice. Andy Dalton, 1,412. Aaron Rodgers, Scotty will know this, 20th in the NFL with only 6 touchdown passes in 5 games.
Kill me.
Name the 3 quarterbacks with no interceptions this year that have actually played. Like, obviously not like, you know.
Not Lamar Jackson.
Daniel
Oh.
Jones.
No.
Oh
Threw
man.
one last week against Minnesota.
Um,
Obviously not like Nick Foles is one of them, but like
Yeah.
has played the whole year.
Shit.
Gardner Minshew.
No. Threw one last week against
Yeah,
Carolina.
come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Teddy bang 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 traps.
Cut this out.
Does Teddy Bridgewater have any?
Yeah.
Patrick
Drew Brees?
Mahomes.
Correct.
Drew Brees?
I'm looking at teams.
Did Drew, are you recounting
That's
Drew
why
Brees?
I yelled.
But he had a pick against the Texans.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Red zone pick.
What?
Carson Wentz.
No.
Oh man.
Mm,
Is it Jimmy Garoppolo?
No.
Oh really?
Threw one against the Bengals.
I know Tom Brady does.
Remember, Scotty, I stood up and I was like slapping my own ass when William
yeah.
Jackson was running back.
How
with
could
the
I
ball.
forget that?
Yeah.
I should look at teams too.
All right, Zach. One of them's on your fantasy team. That's the biggest hint I'm gonna give.
He's like,
It's like
I have 2 fantasy teams, so it's hard to keep.
exactly.
Zach. Russell Wilson.
Thank you. That's the one that's.
He
on
has
Zach.
no picks.
That's my dude.
I thought he got one against the Bengals.
That's my dude.
All right, last one.
Last one.
If I had to rate this quarterback,
Yeah.
like in terms of who's the best in the NFL, 1 through
Okay.
32, I'd probably rank him right around 24.
Kyle Allen.
No,
Derek Carr.
Allen. No.
Oh, Derek Carr's a good guess actually, because I haven't really seen him throw a pick at all.
He threw one against Kansas
Does
City.
Cam Newton have any picks?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, but they've played. Cam Newton hasn't played.
Right.
Marcus Mariota.
Yes.
Really?
He has no
Good job,
picks.
Scotty. All right.
Yeah, he hardly ever
He barely
throws
throws the ball.
All right.
Yeah,
Lastly,
you're right.
guys, top 5 in receiving yards in the NFL this season. How many can you name?
Top 5 in receiving yards.
Yeah.
Michael Thomas.
Michael Thomas is number 1. There's two on this list that have surprised the crap out of me.
Oh man,
D-Hop,
Cole
is
Beasley.
D-Hop on there?
No. D-Hop, no.
No,
Cooper
he's
Kupp?
not.
Cooper Kupp is
Cooper
one
Kupp
of the
is
ones that
on
surprised
there.
me.
Yeah, I actually didn't know that.
Yeah, I just traded in my other league Leonard Fournette
Devontae
and-
Adams.
No.
and Allen Robinson. I traded Leonard Fournette and Allen Robinson for Justice Hill and Cooper Kupp.
I don't give a shit.
Other league guy.
I really don't care.
I wasn't talking to you. I was talking to him.
Oh.
So I already told you.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, it is your bad.
Danny Dimes.
Ooh, Mark Andrews. Does that
No.
count? He's got a lot of
Scotty,
yards.
one of them on your Spartan Studs team.
Really?
Yeah.
Ooh.
But not the two you would expect.
Yeah.
So subtract.
Oh,
the two.
duh, it's Chris Godwin.
Yeah, number
Yeah,
three.
he's been killing it. Yeah, he has been killing it.
Number 3.
Are we counting tight ends?
No.
No.
Well, they're not in the top 5. If there was one, I would. Okay, other guy. Last year, 2018, started on a different team than he's on now.
Started on a different team.
Yeah.
Amari
Cooper?
Cooper. Oh, come on, we both got that.
Yep.
Good job, Zach. All right,
That's
this
cool.
last one you're
Keenan
not
Allen.
gonna get. No, you're not going to
Oh.
get it. You're not going to get it.
Give me a hint.
Godwin?
He already said
Are you
that.
Gallup?
kidding?
No. No.
Give me a give
Kirk
me
Cousins?
Give me
AFC. AFC.
a okay.
Oh, I just split the teams in half. You're welcome.
Oh, it's not Juju, is it?
Is it Marquise Hollywood Brown?
No.
No.
Tyler Boyd.
No.
Oh man, that's a good guess.
That's a good
though.
guess.
The other one.
No, it's not.
It's not John Ross.
It's not John Ross. Oh, Denard Robinson.
No.
Is it a Chief?
Oh, is it
Denard
Chark?
You mean DeMarcus
Is it
Robinson?
DeMar-
Chark?
It's
Is it Chark?
DJ Chark.
oh, that's a good one. Nice.
Zach, you got 3 out of 5. Good job. All right.
I mean, he double teamed one, so I
In there.
mean, we kind of was like 2.5.
All right, guys. Great debate tonight. Patriots, Giants. -17 Patriots. Scotty and I, our great debate is going to decide, is going to determine the winner is the bet Zach is going to back.
Yeah, this is great because someone directly is affected by this.
Exactly. So Zach's going to bet whoever gives the better argument. So, Zach,
What are the terms?
You're going to listen. You're going to put 1 unit on the side that we like, and it's not an over/under. I have the Patriots -17. Scotty has the Giants +17. Scotty, give your argument first.
+17, Daniel Dimes. That's all you gotta. That's all you gotta know. I mean, it's Thursday night football. The Patriots.
What about the Patriots?
X.
What about the
It's
Patriots?
Thursday night football. That's all you gotta know. Daniel Dimes is gonna go out to Foxborough.
Where?
Foxborough.
Okay.
They should probably draft Burrow from LSU.
Okay, gotcha.
That would
Keep
be
going.
a story.
How about we keep
Savvy
going?
That would be a story. Headline. Future headline. Anyway.
Solid
Giants
argument.
+17. You know why? It's because the Giants have so many injuries.
Yep.
Sterling Shepard's out. Golden Tate, is he out?
No.
Okay, Saquon Barkley is, though.
Out.
He's out.
Out.
Their defense is trash,
Yep.
but all the signs say you should take the
do
Patriots
the
minus
opposite.
17, right? You should take Patriots
To do
minus
the
17.
opposite of Patriots -17.
No, all the signs say Patriots minus 17 because
No,
of
but
all
that's
the
why-
injuries.
that's your argument,
exactly.
is that you
That's
wanna
why
do
you
the
flip it back.
opposite.
That's why everyone's like, "Oh, dude, yeah, of course. Daniel Jones is going to come out and play solid enough to cover." I mean, dude, 17 points is a lot of points. Like,
Yeah.
if I'm being serious, I mean,
Yeah.
come on, dude. I mean,
Oh,
they
so
have
he wasn't being serious before that.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
yeah.
It's okay.
That's all
Keep
me.
going. Yep, you're
I
fine.
was, but I was. Okay, so that's hard. That's hard to do. The Patriots. I just, they could win 31-7. I've seen them do it before, but that's against good teams in Foxborough on Thursday night. They'll beat someone 31-7. They'll play around with the Giants, I think, and I would take the under in the first half too. But I think Giants +17 just because everything's pointing -17 Patriots. But that's my argument. Giants
All right.
+17.
Zach, I'll try to be quick. New England -17. They are 9-2 against the spread in their last 11 as a double-digit.
Doesn't
favorite.
matter.
The Giants, without Evan Ingram, Sterling Shepard, Saquon Barkley, Wayne Gallman, against the number 1 pass defense, the number 1 yards defense, the number 1 scoring defense, the third best rush defense in the NFL. The Patriots, they're allowing only 6.8 points a game. Yet to allow a passing touchdown.
Don't you
only
do
2
this.
touchdowns all year.
Don't do this.
Flip it around. The Giants have the worst defense, 30th overall, 28th against the pass, 23rd against the run, 24th in scoring. New England, best in turnover differential. The Giants, worst. -5 for the Giants, +7. And then, of course, Bill Belichick against rookie quarterbacks is absolutely insane. 13-0 at home with the average score being 32-10. That's 22 points, 5 over the spread. 24 games against rookie quarterbacks, 9-4 against the spread, 69%. 8-1 against the spread in their last 9 games when they're favored by 2 touchdowns or more. They covered last week against the Redskins.
Zach, do not go with your brain here. Your brain is telling you these stats. Go with your heart.
He's got to go with something pretty quick.
Tom Brady.
Okay.
No, listen. Tom Brady is old. He's not going to do his little tactician like he did to the Steelers week 1. It's Giants +17. Do it.
Okay, guys, I'm going to have to tell you right now. No, it's fine. Are you ready to have your minds blown?
Yeah.
Okay, for better or worse.
Lines or mines?
Mines.
Oh.
Ooh.
Very funny. Okay.
Lines would have been good.
It would have been
Yeah.
good.
All right, so for those listening, the kickoff happened in the middle of Scotty's argument. I had to make my bet before Shelby even gave his argument.
So you're giving it to Shelby?
No, I'm not giving it to anybody. This is going to be a draw. This is going to be a tie. No, listen.
That's bullshit.
So what I placed a bet before you started talking.
Who cares?
But listen. What is one thing you guys know about me when it comes to betting?
I don't know.
Well, yes.
Inexperienced.
Yes.
Loser.
Dwayne
But
Haskins of betting. Piece of
what's the thing that I go?
Badass.
L.
All right. So what's the thing I always go with?
$40 parlay on the Titans on the road Thursday Night Football.
What do you always get? What, live?
Money lines.
So you put the Giants money line.
Giants money line.
Well, because that's the only value you have for one unit.
I bet the Giants money line, and it's already in trouble. But
now I want the Patriots to win by triple digits.
Why?
Actually,
You did a cop-out.
yeah, that's such a cop-out. There's no winner. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, we just spilled our hearts out, hurrying it up.
I didn't even spill my heart.
I know,
could've done
but
better.
you gave an argument, though.
I did give
put
one.
Some thoughts
That's
to it.
true.
You put some thought to it. You gave a gambler's explanation. You had a good argument. Everyone says this. You do the opposite. You fade the public. I gave the stats backing up the public. One of us could have won that.
This did not
And
go the way I thought it would go.
Instead, you had to give it away to the viewers that they didn't know when we were recording.
Yeah, exactly.
It was like, oh, the kickoff just happened, by the way, guys. So this is actually, everything about this is just bullshit.
By the way, the Patriots are 8 yards away from the red zone within the first minute and a half.
No, well, you guys kind of ruined that.
Yeah, we ruined it.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
because
we
it
ruined
could have
it.
been a magical moment of like, oh, Zack he's the money line guy, right? He with his
Yeah,
lock
but
of the
that's
week
a
of the
stupid money
centuries.
line. They know the Giants aren't going to
The
win.
Giants are not winning, Zach. I'm sorry.
I guess
Maybe
we'll
if the
see.
Giants got the ball first, I would have been like,
But
okay,
isn't that kind of a funny and theatrical thing? Like both you guys argue,
No, because
covering, not covering,
we just debated.
and
Like,
then
imagine
Zack, and then Zach's like, yeah, that's cool, but hey, money line. Isn't that such a Zack thing to do? Isn't that hilarious?
Weird thing to like.
Isn't that
to
funny?
create your own narrative of yourself.
Isn't
On
that
God,
funny?
Weird flex.
Not funny. Okay. All right. Well, I guess that's fair.
No, okay. You know what? I'll root for it. I will root for it for you.
I thought it would be funny.
I'm just saying.
I have too much on the Patriots.
I don't expect you to root for me. I just
But the
expect you to respect the
But the
risk.
whole point of the thing was
That's
like
fair.
the whole point of the thing was for you to throw money as a result
Right,
of the debate.
of our
And
of
that's
our
what-
call.
what made
that's
it
what
fun.
That's what we're mad at, is that we basically just did this for nothing because since you made that narrative about
He's like,
yourself,
No.
that's like you saying like
you lost 7
no,
minutes
actually
of
that's
your
exactly
life.
what,
I'm
what
sorry.
you're saying. It's like, oh, great argument, but I'm actually not doing either one of them because I already placed a bet. Guess what it is?
yeah, all this you just said doesn't matter because I already have my betting.
Like,
That's pretty funny.
Hope you guys
to
had
me,
fun.
man.
This is the first time we've actually like had a great debate where we didn't debate what we were going to debate.
there's no winner because the debate doesn't
I
matter.
just came up with this and I'm like, this would be perfect, and then it doesn't even matter.
To you.
Oh,
Ooh, money line's looking a little bit better now.
under.
Under.
All right, you want to pause this and.
For both of them.
Doghouse of the week. Scotty, who's in your doghouse? Besides Zach's dogs.
It was going to be Zach. No, actually, my live bet is Zach
Okay.
because of what he does coming up
Oh
in the
my
segments.
God.
Yeah.
Get over yourself.
No, that sucks, man.
But
That's terrible.
he's drinking Miller Lite, but he should be drinking Busch Light because he was Bush League
Ugh.
in our
Such
great
Bush
debate.
League.
In
Zach,
our-
I've never met another Bush Leaguer. Bush Leaguer-er.
yeah.
But no, in my doghouse is Keenan Allen. Broncos fan.
I saw this update on my phone an hour ago. I knew Scotty wasn't prepared for the podcast, so I knew this was going to be his doghouse of the week.
That makes no sense. But anyway, So Shelby's mouthing to the dogs here. This is great radio. Keenan Allen said that Chris Harris Jr. couldn't hold his jock strap. You mean the All-Pro Super Bowl winning cornerback Chris Harris Jr., who held him to 4 receptions for 18 yards. Phillip Rivers threw for 211 yards, and of those 211 yards, 108 yards went to the running backs.
Eckler, PPR God.
At the end of the half, Eckler, God, yeah, whatever. At the end of both halves, he just catches out of the backfield as a Phillip Rivers dump off, PR dump off, and no touchdowns for Phillip Rivers, 2 interceptions. Chris Harris Jr. locked down always. Keenan Allen, no business calling out Chris Harris Jr. I want clout and results from Chris Harris Jr. I need a response.
I turned this around. I said I had the initial reaction you did, like, dude, you did nothing against the Broncos. Like this week, you did nothing. So I was like, well, then maybe what he's actually saying
maybe
is
it's
that,
a knock to Phillip Rivers.
Exactly.
Yeah, I
It's
thought
a
that
knock
too
at
today.
Rivers.
Yeah, you're right.
It's like, it's okay, he is knocking Harris, obviously, but that's more like saying, I was open the whole game.
Yeah.
Not my fault I didn't have any numbers.
Yeah,
it wasn't you locking me down, it was my own quarterback.
Well, gosh darn it, Keenan, I didn't see that rootiness, tootiness route you ran this past weekend.
Well, what in tarnation, Keenan, do you want me to do? My wife and I are planning our 10th kid, and the nursery room's already full as it is. I don't have time to throw a 3rd and 8 out route. I got to dump it down and get to planning.
Oh, that's good. Who's in your doghouse?
Playoff Clayton Kershaw is in my doghouse. He coughed up home runs to Anthony Rendon and Juan Soto last night. Let the Nationals come back. They win an extra 7-3. His career ERA, Clayton Kershaw, 2.44. Playoff ERA, 4.43. Almost up 2 runs. The Dodgers, I don't know how they sleep at night. They lost in the NLDS.
Still would
year.
rather be a Dodgers fan than a Reds fan.
Can't complain. But the last 2 years they lost the World Series, and the final game was in their building. Tough. And then before that, lost to Chicago in the NLCS, lost in the NLDS before that to the Mets. They have won 90-plus games in now 5 straight seasons. No championships. He is, Scotty, you're going to hate this, he's the pitcher equivalent to Peyton Manning. Great in the regular season.
Wow.
So facto in the playoffs.
Oh, has Clayton Kershaw won 2 ships?
No.
Oh, case closed.
Well, it's not case closed.
I mean, it is.
Because Clayton Kershaw can only pitch every 5 days.
But
Peyton Manning plays
he
every
isn't.
day.
That's a good doghouse because he also just ruined.
And Kershaw's career's not over.
He ruined our World Series pick.
Hey, maybe Peyton Manning's career isn't over. He might come back.
Zach, good radio walking around the mic.
Well, it took Peyton Manning about 10 years to win his first Super Bowl, and Kershaw's hasn't been in the majors for 10 years, so
Right.
So it's still time, but yeah, Peyton, regular season guy, playoffs, choke artist. Okay, now we get into our fun. Yeah, so it's time. Did they call a flag on that?
They should have. It should be PI on Golden Tate.
Hey, you know what? Let him play. Nathan, let him play.
Yes, sir.
Let him play. Who told you to talk? Okay, now it's time for Zach's lock of the week of the century, which is 3-2 right now. He missed Giants money line last week against the Vikings,
And he placed
and now
it.
he bet the Giants money line against the Patriots. So explain that one. Besides that, Mrs. Lincoln, how was the play?
He practiced that one in the mirror, and you know it.
Zach.
At least I fit in the mirror. Okay.
Zach previewed what? He previewed Baltimore plus 11 on the last podcast on Monday. Or on Tuesday. So
Cincinnati plus 11.
I'm sorry, right.
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
Cincinnati plus 11.5. He said that. Dude, get ready. That might be my lock of the week.
Yeah.
No,
So
not my lock of the week.
Oh.
I wasn't thinking about it until Nathan brought it up. I felt like it wouldn't be very fair. I know you guys are going to touch on it heavily in Boardwalk, so
6.
Staying away from it.
I thought Nathan wanted you to do that, so he he didn't feel obligated to make it his lock.
Nah.
Zach is 3-2. Boardwalk's coming up next. BT Dubs.
Oh, I can't wait.
Mine's going to
Can't
be...
wait. Best segment alert.
All right, mine's going to be Cowboys -7
Ooh.
against the Jets. They're only -7. I
And a
know
half.
they just lost
It's -7.5.
to
What
Green
is
Bay.
it right now?
It's -7.5.
I was just
Not on ESPN.
Okay, yeah, I don't. Yeah,
Because they keep the line what it opened at,
You're
and
right.
they don't
You're right.
change it.
It is -7.
Okay, so -7.
I'm gonna go on a
It
limb
literally
and say
just-
it's 7.
It just changed.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
been fluctuating.
Yeah.
But I like that because that's saying that if this game was in Dallas, the Cowboys would be 13-point favorites. Because it's the Jets, it's 7 points because you give 3 points for home field advantage.
Sam Darnold, is coming
That's
back.
what I don't. That's what worries me.
But not
but he
7
can't-
points.
He can't. I feel like he's got to shake off some rust, right? He wasn't even that good in the game he played in.
No,
even
this
though
is
it
the
was
perfect.
Bills.
This is the perfect game because you know why? Because the first 2 games, this is the perfect game because the first 3 games Dallas played the schmucks. And
Right.
they're 3-0, everyone overreacted. Then they played some real teams, and they lost,
0-2.
and everyone's like, "Oh my god, Dallas sucks again. They suck. They're trash." Now they're giving
We're
up.
back to the schmucks.
Now they're giving another layup.
Right.
So it's perfect game for everyone to overreact on the Cowboys
Yeah.
all next
Right.
week.
This
again.
is gonna make Undisputed the day after absolute gold.
Yeah, it's gonna be, and it could be you're worried about it because the Cowboys. I think they play a really good team next week.
Who?
I'm not sure. I know this was a trap game. It was sandwiched in between 2 good opponents, and that's what worried me. But
So next week the Cowboys play the Eagles.
yeah.
At home on Sunday Night Football.
Okay.
Ooh.
So it could be like an
It's
overlook, but I would say that I would lean that way if the Cowboys would have beat the Packers. Then they would
Yeah,
definitely be looking ahead
for
of the
sure.
Eagles. Now it's like we don't want to play the Eagles at home 3-3.
Yeah.
We got to get back to
That's a
win.
trap game.
That's-
It's not even a trap if you're 3-3
Yeah.
because the Eagles lose this week. They have the same record. It's
Right.
it's for first place in that scenario.
Can't have a hiccup this week. Zach, I like that pick.
Yeah.
You are 3-2.
I had
but
to
you
make
lost-
up some ground. I
You
had to go
lost 2 of your
slowly,
last 3.
Yeah, it's weird for his lock of the week of the century to not be like, oh, I'm taking the Bengals money line this week. Zach, why'd you pick a smart one?
All right.
I don't know. I needed to make up some ground. 3-2 didn't feel good. I wanted a healthy 4-2 so I could
That's what's
pick
gonna
up the
suck is that
pieces.
water finds its level. You might lose 3 in a row, and then you'll win 3 out of 4, and then you're at the end. I'd probably bet that you're gonna end up around 500, maybe a game above or below, because that's just how betting is. You're either at 57% or you're at 48, and you're a game under.
I'll give anything if Zach finishes under 500
Yeah.
for his lock of the week of the century.
Are we ready for Boardwalk?
Oh, we're ready. All right, Shelby, sing the song.
It's Scotty and Shelby, and we're taking a stroll. In comes Nathan, and we're ready to roll. It's the Boardwalk. When we're talking spreads, it's the Boardwalk. What's the betting trends?
Ooh.
It's the Boardwalk. Can't have it any other way. It's the Boardwalk. We're losing at parlays.
Yeah.
It's the Boardwalk.
Tease me, baby.
Yeah. Boardwalk time, and guys, we're getting to our picks. We have 4 games set, plus a bonus, plus a lock. My favorite segment of the week, our records.
I'm gonna win so much money, boys. We all are.
So last week we went through our picks. It was the first time we've actually had a full slate where we all picked the same games. Before that, we just had locks. So running through the records, I'm 5-3. Running through the records, I'm 5-3.
Okay.
Went 4-1 last week. Still got killed. I don't know what happened. I'm 5.
You parlayed them all.
I'm 5-3. Nathan's 4-4. Scotty's 2-6.
So remember, in the Joker where he calls him Murray.
Murray.
So we always have to say parlay like that.
Parlay.
Oh, what's your parlay? What's your
I like
parlay?
that. I like that.
All right.
Okay.
Fucking
and I will
crazy,
say,
ain't it?
Nathan,
You and the daddy.
3-0 at his lock of the weeks. Scotty and I are both 1-2.
Yikes.
Scotty,
I'm
2
killing
and-
the locks.
Scotty, you're 2-6. You need to bounce back.
And I still won last week.
For all those listeners out there, just take that under advisement that I'm undefeated in my locks of the week. So we're going to keep that trend up this week as well.
Yeah, Nathan had New Orleans minus 3.5 last week against Tampa Bay. Promises made, promises delivered, checks cashed.
Guys,
What's
I'm
for dinner?
telling you, I'm going to bounce back.
Well, then
this
tell me
is
how
just
you're
a temporary
Tell
thing.
me how you're going to bounce back with Seattle at Cleveland. Seattle 2-point favorites
So
in Cleveland.
So Russell Wilson, a prodigy, MVP. I loved Seattle -2. It's in Cleveland though. This is the perfect game for Cleveland to play them close.
Yeah.
You know, it
That's
really.
why the line's
I
two.
love the under. I love the under 46 too. It's just the Cleveland's gonna play it close. It's gonna be like a 20-17 game. Give me Cleveland +2. I still think Seattle could come away with it at the last second in a field goal. Like maybe they're down, and they win by 2. I'll take a push as the win, but give me Cleveland +2.
Nathan, big Browns fan.
I'm all over that. Cleveland +2 as well. To me, this is a classic overreaction game. Seattle's coming in after having knocked off the NFC Championship.
They also have an
Rams.
extra couple days to prepare.
So Seattle comes
Browns
in.
only have one less day.
Exactly.
Monday night.
Seattle comes in having knocked off the NFC champ
Coming
Rams.
from the West Coast. Yikes.
The Browns come in after being embarrassed on television. So it's an
They're both coming in from the West Coast.
It's an overreaction game to me that, you would think that the Seahawks beating the Rams, they should clearly win this. I don't think so. This is going to be a big bounce back game for Cleveland, in my opinion.
I don't love the under anymore.
I don't love the under. Seattle's secondary is nothing compared to what it was with the Legion of Boom. I do think this is going to be a breakout game for OBJ and Baker Mayfield, but I still think it's close because Seattle is a good team. You can't sleep on them. That's why the line is this close, but I like Cleveland.
As a Browns fan, I know you're biased. I don't see it ever happening for a breakout game. I think it's just steady volume.
I actually think it is a breakout game for OBJ. It's a superstar type deal where you have 2 straight games and only 2 catches. You get force-fed the ball because you're a superstar.
Yep.
You've earned that, right?
Yep.
I think to the point of forcing it too much, maybe if Freddie Kitchens overthinks it, Beckham comes to him and says, "Throw me the GD ball." He might do that 10 or 11 times. But in terms of this game, Seattle overrated. They don't look at my picks. Seattle overrated. They beat the Bengals by a point. This is a classic overreaction. What's the spread of this game? I think it's a pick'em if Greg Zuerlein's kick is 12 inches to the left.
Yep. Absolutely.
12 inches to the left, this game's a pick'em. The line's telling you that the Seahawks would be 8-point favorites at home since they're only 2-point
That's
favorites
ridiculous.
here.
No way.
No chance there. The Browns are so hard to read. The Seahawks are hard to read too. The Seahawks are hard to read too. I mentioned the Bengals game. They obviously beat the Cardinals. But the Browns, I stay away from them because you have a team that varies so bad. They missed the spread by 30-something points against the Titans. They come back and kill the spread against the Ravens later. Kill the spread against the Jets. Got killed in the spread by the 49ers. I can't get a read on this team. When they do lose, they tend to bounce back every time this year. Titans, they beat the Jets. They flip-flop.
Exactly.
Everything points to 3-3.
That was my next
Everything
point.
points to 3-3. If the Seahawks are losing, expect Russell Wilson to throw it out. I think Baker Mayfield has a good time against that Seattle secondary that isn't as good. Give me the over 46. Not going to touch the line. Too close to call for me. Over 46
That's
Seahawks
fair.
Browns.
That's fair. I like
so
that.
you're not touching the line.
He's
Right.
not
So
taking.
that
he's not
doesn't
taking
go
a team.
across your record.
Yes, it does. You can you can bet a spread or a total. You don't have to bet a spread. Another pick for the Patriots. Run it back. Run it back. Run it back.
You get the
Run
edge?
it back. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go to our next game. Okay, Houston +4 at Kansas City. Guys, I don't know what to think here. So I want because before this season I said, Scotty and I both said, give me the Chiefs as a single-digit favorite any week, and I'm gonna bet my entire bankroll on it until they didn't cover against the Lions as single-digit favorites, and then they didn't cover against the Ravens, backdoor cover by Lamar Jackson throwing Hail Marys across the field, and then of course last week 11-point favorites. They're the first double-digit favorite to lose outright this season. Can't get a read on them. I have no clue, but I like them. I like them. -4 Chiefs. Bounce back week. Go against momentum. Everyone's riding Houston against Atlanta. Everyone's down on the Chiefs. Hopefully Tyreek Hill plays.
Yeah, I'm all over that as well. I love the Chiefs. And you're saying that it's -4 right now. I had it listed at -4.5. One way or another, it doesn't matter for me.
Whatever it says on this show it is.
Okay, so we're saying -4 for this game.
-4.
Regardless, 4.5. I don't care. I love the
I'm
Chiefs
just
in this
saying, if
game.
you had it 4.5, they won by 4, you don't win. You push.
Yeah, that's fine. And I love the Chiefs in this game. We just can't overreact to what's happened to them. You're spot on with your analysis of them, that they're tough to read. They're just not covering spreads the way you would expect them to. But I'm not that high on Houston that I think that they won't cover a 4-point spread.
Yeah, we're just a couple of weeks away from Houston losing 16-10 to Carolina.
Yep.
Deshaun Watson looking awful, and the Panthers turning it over, and the Texans can't capitalize. Just 1 week, these teams just bounce and bounce. So I'm going against the momentum. Houston going on the road.
I talked about this with the last game too, that was an overreaction game, and you're talking about the same thing here with Houston and Kansas City. This is another overreaction game after last week's performances that you got to be careful about. Scotty, your take?
What's your pick?
I'm gonna go against the grain. I love the Chiefs single digits so much, and I want to bet them 4.5, but I'm actually going to take the over 55.5 here because it's Patrick Mahomes and Deshaun Watson. I really like that over. The 2017 draft picks just dueling it out. It reminds me of like a game against who did Deshaun the last time Deshaun Watson I think played the Chiefs on like a Sunday night football against the Alex Smith Chiefs his rookie year where he went off.
Okay.
And I think he still lost that game maybe, but I think the game is reminiscent to that. I'm taking the Chiefs over.
Here's where I'm at on this. I love the over there, but I didn't want to pick back. I liked Kansas City -4, but I like it because last week the Chiefs total was in the 50s, but you had a Colts team that would do anything to win, run the ball, shorten the game. The under was the play. I gave Zack that pick, the under. This time the pick's in the 50s with two teams that struggle to run the ball for the most part. Yeah. So
And
I don't see any. I see if the Texans think they can go to Kansas City and win, they're going to do it through the air with Deshaun Watson.
It's kind of hard for me not to bet a single-digit spread for the Chiefs. I mean, come on, it's the Chiefs. Like everyone underestimates the Chiefs. I didn't like Chiefs -11 last week. I just did not.
You bet it though.
I did bet it.
Yeah.
Had to
because it's at home prime time. What it is what it is. But like because it was double digits, now I realize that's why I probably should have taken the Colts plus double digits as a.
Well, hindsight's 20/20 for every game.
Yeah.
But I could have won $800.
No, I knew that.
If the Chiefs just won outright.
Oh, I could have won.
Outright, $850.
I could have won. I could have won similar money if the Jaguars just won last week.
Yeah. But just me going into Sunday night, I was the happiest guy in the world, thinking there's no way the Chiefs win. I got through the Chargers, Broncos, the under
The Colts
hit.
win.
Yeah. I got through the Sunday afternoon games. I'm like, no way. Or like the Chargers, Broncos under hit, Broncos plus easy. They won outright. Packers won outright. I had them +3. It's like all I needed the Chiefs -1, and I'm golden. There's no way they lose. I was the happiest guy in the world, and then Patrick Mahomes didn't look like himself in a defense that was missing key members of its secondary. But this might be a game where you don't bet it until Sunday morning because you want to see injuries. Is Tyreek Hill going to play? If not, you have Byron Pringle. And then Demarcus Robinson, because I don't think Sammy Watkins didn't practice. He's not going to play. Relatively healthy, I think, Houston. Will Fuller's coming off a big game. I just like going against the momentum here.
Yep.
Touchdown Patriots. 3 points away from that spread with 2.5 quarters left. Okay.
Oh,
now,
the other team scored too, right?
17 or 17.5?
It's 17.
Okay, gotcha.
the Giants scored?
No, but the other teams score in games, not just one.
No, I'm saying they're still 3 points away from the spread.
They're going to get shut out.
Next game, San Francisco. Everyone's darling after Monday night. They're going to L.A. to the Coliseum. They are +3 against the Rams. +3 against the Rams, over under 50.5. So at a neutral field, this game would be a pick 'em. Rams get home field advantage. They are -3. Nathan, you start.
I'm all aboard the San Francisco hype train right now. I'm all over them for this game. I don't think the Rams have looked too strong this year. Jared Goff looks more like Jeff Fisher Jared Goff to me right now than he does what we saw last year under Ryan McVay.
Who?
Yeah. What's
Sean McVay.
Sean McVay.
Ryan McVay.
That's a coworker
That's
of mine.
just
Shit.
disservice.
The title of this podcast, we're going to Google search a random guy named Ryan McVay, and he's going to be the picture.
The Rams just look shaky to me, especially in their secondary. I mean, they just got torched by Jameis Winston. Not that Jimmy Garoppolo throws the ball down the field quite like Jameis Winston, but I'm all over the 49ers in this game.
Scott, D.
Yeah, I liked him too, but now it's just like going against the grain a little bit. Now you mentioned you said the league's darling, and now I'm like, ew.
Exactly.
I like the under 50.5.
Under 50.5.
Yeah.
Any reason why?
I like it just because I don't think Gurley's right. I think the Rams defense and Aaron Donald will stop Breida and the running attack for the Niners better than the Browns did. I just give me the under. I think it'll be a low scoring-ish kind of game.
I think everyone's on the 49ers. They had 2 weeks to prepare for Cleveland, and now they lost Kyle Juszczyk, their Swiss Army knife on offense, the fullback, and they also lost Mike McGlinchey, first-round offensive lineman out of Notre Dame. I'd like the Rams here, -3. Bounce-back week. They are, like we mentioned with Seattle, what's the line for this game if Greg Zuerlein's kick is 12 inches to the left? Overall, I liked the way the Rams played in general at the 12th man on a short week Thursday night. You look at that field goal, you look at that drop pass that led to an interception, Tyler Lockett, miracle catch in the back of the end zone. A lot of things flipped that way. In the end of the day, it's a loss. It's a cover by the Rams because they were plus 1.5. But I like the Rams against the San Francisco 49ers. I think you kind of go against the momentum. Everyone's darling, and now those injuries factored into the Rams kind of bouncing back. And even Todd Gurley looks good against Seattle. As much as people have talked about him, I think he gets a lot of workload here. That's why I kind of like Scotty's pick of the under, because I think the Rams want to keep the ball out of Jimmy G's hands. Actually,
I think Jimmy G turns it over quite a bit.
I was going to say, actually get the ball in Jimmy G's hands, meaning stop the run. And I think not having Juszczyk and McGlinchey helps the Rams.
I don't trust Jimmy G to win the game anymore without Rich Scangarello on the sidelines. That's just sorry.
Jimmy G 4-0, but like, where's the game where he's like led the game-winning drive or
this year?
And to me, I think that's going to be this game. I like that in this game against the Rams to put himself on the map as a legit QB.
Well, you're just saying that because you can't go back now.
Well, no,
that's his pick.
It's part of my pick. It's part of my pick. I think that game comes this week.
Okay.
All right.
Okay, fair enough.
All right,
but
Nathan.
I just literally, you look at it, he was awful against Tampa Bay to throw a pick 6. He didn't have to do anything to beat the Bengals. And then he beat the Steelers, and he played awful against the Steelers. The whole 49ers played awful. And then Monday night, against the Browns, didn't have to do much because they ran the ball so well.
Yeah.
All right, final game. It's a Sunday night game.
Tough one.
Pittsburgh +7 at Chargers -7. Guys, both of the over-unders at 41. Both of these teams injured. Obviously, the Steelers are on their third-string quarterback, Big Ben, Mason Rudolph out. And then with the Chargers, they just put their center Pouncey on season-ending IR, and then along with a slew of injuries in the secondary that we're so accustomed to seeing with the Chargers.
Yeah.
So who do you like in this game? We will start with Scotty.
I really like Pittsburgh +7, but don't write it down. That's not my pick. It's the over 41. That's my 4-0 pick. It's going to be 4-0. I think Pittsburgh, they're always like, they don't have a quarterback, whatever, but Pittsburgh always finds a way to like stay in it, especially against Baltimore.
That's why you would like +7.
Exactly. So I did like that, but I think that it's only so low as to 41 because they think Pittsburgh's not going to score at all. Because that's why they think the Chargers are -7. So I think it coincides. I think the over 41 hits. I think it's even if the Chargers win 28-14 or it's the other way around, that hits. So I really like the over 41 there. 28-14 victory either way.
This is a game with the myriad of injuries we're seeing on both sides right now. This is just the kind of game that I absolutely wouldn't touch. This is my 10-foot pole of the week pick right here. I wouldn't typically touch this game, but since this was on the docket for us, I took a hard look, and to me, that's too big a spread for the Patriots again, Pittsburgh Steelers. I trust the Steelers to cover that for sure. So give me Steelers +7 on this in what I would consider to be an ugly game full of injuries. It's not going to have anyone in it.
I like the Pittsburgh +7.
I don't like it. Yeah, Pittsburgh
full of
+7.
injuries, people you don't know.
On both
that
sides.
Screams under for me. That screams under for me.
I like the over still.
You look at the Chargers defense. They're facing a third-string quarterback. So you obviously like the Chargers defense more than you like the Steelers.
Well, Mason Rudolph is practicing. He might play.
It's trending the other way, but even if Mason Rudolph were to play, I don't think he's looked impressive. He's dumping the ball.
Yeah,
off.
So you like the under. Both of y'all like the under.
No, he likes Pittsburgh +7.
I like
do you
Pittsburgh
like the
+7.
under just in general?
Yes, I would like the under.
I like the under too because you look at the Steelers defense. They added Minkah Fitzpatrick, and what did the Steelers defense just do? 3 picks off Lamar Jackson. He had a 54.9 QBR.
They also scored 20-something points.
Mostly because of bad turnovers by the Steelers, like a Jalen Samuels halfback pass in their own territory that was intercepted.
Exactly.
So I like the under here in a slugfest, a brutal game on both sides. The Chargers offense looked bad against the Broncos. I think the Steelers defense is very criminally underrated. You see what they did to the 49ers. They obviously shut down the Bengals. They weren't competitive against Seattle and New England, 2 good quarterbacks, but now you're facing Phillip Rivers, an offensive line that just lost their centerpiece. The nucleus of that offensive line is Pouncey. He's out. I like the under 41. Now, guys, our bonus picks. Have your pick of the board. Pick of the board. What do you like?
This is tough. I like 2.
Well, you got to pick one.
Oh, no.
Make one your lock, then.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll start. My bonus pick is an interesting one. It's the Saints-Jags over 43.5. is what I had it at. I don't know what it currently is.
That's a
on
good one.
Bravado. I love the over in that
over
game.
that
I'm all over Minshew Mania. I think he's going to have a big week against New Orleans this week, but at the same time, Teddy Bridgewater looks like the real deal. He looks like a very legit QB. He could be starting for someone, in my opinion, still. Absolutely. I'm not quite sure that
Teddy Bridge system?
I'm just not quite sure that Taysom Hill is truly the heir apparent down there in New Orleans. I think Teddy Bridgewater he has a legit claim to that title as well.
Does Taysom Hill, did he die?
No.
Oh, he's still alive.
Yeah, okay, so I understand. We're getting off topic, though. I'll just go back to my bonus pick, interesting one I'm following closely, to not get in too deep, is the over for Saints-Jags 43.5. Love it.
So the other one I liked was the Saints money line. Do with that what you will, but I'm taking the Panthers minus 2.5.
I have that as well.
Against the Bucks.
I have that as well.
Yeah. I think the Bucks are turning. I think the Bucks are turning a trend here where they're getting better. I think they're a year away with Arians. Culture. Rome wasn't built in a day. I don't think if this were next year, I think the Bucks are a lot better. Jameis Winston was so damaged. It's like like when you date a girl for a long, long time and you're just so damaged. As soon as you get to the next one, you have commitment issues and you're like, babe, I don't know because like the other girl hurt me so much. Wait, it's the other way. Girls say that to guys, don't they?
Yeah, you ever you're dating a guy and it's like what are we doing? What are we doing?
Yeah.
No,
your ex it's like when your ex just messes you up so bad.
Right, and like
that's what Jameis Winston's going through.
Partner wants
it's
you
so
to
good.
meet their parents in 2 days, and I'm like, Kathy and Joe seem great in principle, but I'm just not there.
Jameis Winston is dating a really good girl now, in Bruce Arians, who's going to take him places, and it's probably a match, but not yet. He's got to warm up.
I like the Panthers.
Give me the Panthers minus 2.5.
I like the Panthers minus 2.5 as well. This is at a neutral game, so if this was in Carolina, they're minus 5.5. Just similar to their line week 2 when the Buccaneers beat them outright, it was minus 6. So what they're saying is the difference between a battered Cam Newton, a battered Cam Newton is worse than Kyle Allen playing, even though I don't think Kyle Allen's been great, but the way Christian McCaffrey's been running the ball. But the Buccaneers defense, great against the run, but this is just a classic letdown game. Crazy things happen in London. We saw that last week with my lock going south, the Raiders winning outright. Give me the Panthers, a hot team against a Buccaneers team that can't stop the pass. And the Panthers were, a yard or two away, Christian McCaffrey, from winning that game on Thursday night.
Yeah.
All right, lock of the week. Scotty wants to start. Nathan is 3-0. Scotty and I are both 1-2, but Scotty, we're both going to get to 2-2.
Oh yeah.
Nathan's going to lose, and we're just going to be a game back.
Yeah, dude. By the time the year ends, Nathan will be dead, lost in the dust.
I'll kill him.
So my lock of the week. I liked Dallas minus 7.5. Zack took it. That's boring. I'm taking Saints money line. That's my lock. I brought it up in the side bet. I'm taking them the Saints just straight up because it's a pick 'em. Give me the Saints to win outright.
Are they +1 right now? Are they plus?
Are they +1?
Because if they're a plus, if you're gonna that's why this show really doesn't work with money lines. Because if you're money lining a favorite, you're just you're a coward. But if you money line an underdog, you're just stupid because you're not winning anything extra.
Right.
Brady just fumbled. Picked up by the Giants. They're running it back.
It's a touchdown for the... No, it's not. Down.
That's in.
Giants.
Money line.
Money line. Hey, Saints are +1.
You have Saints +1.
Yep, that's it.
So you can push. That just gives you the opportunity to
Cool,
push.
great.
Yeah, cool. All right, Nathan, your lock. 3-0.
All right, my lock, 3 of the week.
This is where
pressure.
you cough it up.
Oh, man.
This is where you make a stupid decision. Scotty and I's reaction will tell you if it's stupid or not.
All right, here we go. I wrote it down, but I've actually kind of edited it since what you were saying. I wrote down Eagles money line versus the Vikings, but I'll take Eagles +3 versus the Vikings. Love that Minneapolis. I just don't think Kirk Cousins. I know there's a lot of hate on him. I'm going to continue the trend. I don't think he's going to take advantage of the Eagles' banged up secondary, which to me right now is the real only weakness I'm seeing from an Eagles team that's come on.
Eagles
a lot stronger.
+3 is even money right now.
Even money.
Mm-hmm.
There you go. 50 to win 50.
The only line right now, besides Dolphins +3 and the Atlanta Falcons -2.5, that's even money. and the Chargers -10. Okay, there's a lot of even money.
Yeah. To me, the Philadelphia's win at Lambeau Field against Aaron Rodgers is much harder than beating Kirk Cousins in Minneapolis. And the Eagles have the number 1 ranked rush defense, and playing against Dalvin Cook makes that a very intriguing matchup. But, I think they shut him down or at least hold him under control a little bit. And, for Minnesota, they got nothing else going on offense. So I really like the Eagles +3 against the Vikings this week. That is my lock of the week. I'll be back next week when I'm 4-0.
Oh, Nathan, you've loved this team, but I'm betting against them for my lock. It's Green Bay -4 Monday night in Lambeau against the Detroit Lions.
That's good. That's good one. I kind of like Lions off a bye, though.
I like the Packers riding high. Now they return home. It's a sleep in your own bed game. You get Aaron Rodgers. I think the Lions have been fortunate. They had a bad quarter against the Cardinals and blew a big lead. They should have won.
Should have beat the Chiefs.
Should have beat the Chiefs, but they've gotten the Chiefs and the Eagles. And who else did the Lions beat? Who did the Lions beat?
The Lions.
The Chargers. They beat the
Chargers.
Chargers. They beat the Chargers and the Eagles. 2 injury-riddled teams. I think they come back down to earth in Lambeau. Aaron Rodgers, the whole Matt LaFleur thing. I don't like him. He's too handsome of a guy not to pass 50 times.
Yep.
That's just a fact. But
Shelby has beef against Matt LaFleur's wife.
It's reasonable. I have beef against Matt LaFleur in general.
He doesn't want to put it on the podcast.
No, I don't
but
want
it's true.
It is true.
It's true.
Green Bay -4 lock. Put it in. I just gave you, 6 winners. Scotty gave you 4. Nathan gave you 2.5. I have another
4.
lock. I have another.
Oh, because it's against?
Yeah. I have another lock. Zach's dogs barking over 3.5 until the end of this podcast. Thoughts?
Live
Easy
bet.
money?
That's
Easy
easy
money.
money.
Easy money.
Over.
Free
Easy
money
money
right
over.
there.
Ooh,
Easy
I
money.
locked Atlas up in the cage, so that might hurt your chances.
I still like my chances.
Easy money.
Animal abuse. Nathan, thanks as always.
Yeah, thanks, sir. Till next week when I'm 4-0.
All
Your
right.
shirt says Joyride. I like it.
Zach says cash, which is what he's trying to bring you. Scotty, Shelby, and Nathan, we have, $30 each, and the winner at the end of the year gets the pot?
Sure.
90 total? All right. Now, this is the swirly NFL picks. The loser has to give himself a swirly. Here's the record. Zach's going to go first. I'm second. Scotty's third. Zach is 12-8. I'm 16-4. Scotty's 14-6.
Wait, it should always go number 1. Who's currently number 1 should go first, right?
Oh.
Because that's like the like a draft.
Who's currently number 1 gets to go first? Thank you. I
Who's
will go
currently
first.
last
Yeah.
should go first if
Well-
it's like a draft.
Okay, yeah, you're right. Actually, no, that's right. So Zach,
Next week we'll
Go
start
ahead.
that.
Yes, Zach's gonna be first every week then.
All right, who you taking, Zach?
I'm gonna go
Give an explanation as to why.
as to why. I wish I could go with.
which picks do you want?
I'm gonna go with my
The biggest spread is not always the all-heel spread.
the lock of the week of the century.
Why is James White invisible tonight?
Cowboys Jets. I'm going with Cowboys. It was my lock of the week of the century. I feel good about this one.
Yeah, win it outright.
Yep,
Yep.
Easy.
Got to do it. Easy money.
absolutely.
All right, that one's down. I'm taking go against here. Baltimore beating Cincinnati. They're an 11-point favorite at M&T Bank Stadium. The Bengals are 0-5. Number 1 pick on the board for me. I'm going to take the Ravens.
It's a win-win for you if you get a win if the Ravens win if the Bengals
Yeah, but here's
win.
the thing.
there
I
you
don't
go.
even remember what picks I made on this snake draft until like Sunday at 8 o'clock, and I'm like, oh, I wonder how I did. And I'm always 3-1.
You know what sucks is that those are the 2 only easy games.
Yeah,
this
there's
week.
so many tough games.
Yeah.
So many tough games.
I'm taking the Chargers over.
That's
the
my
Steelers.
number 3. That was my okay.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Chargers over the Steelers, and I'm running it back and taking the Saints over the Jags.
That's
You
easy. That's a
took
good
number
one.
3 and number
Yeah.
5 for me. The rest of them, I'll tell you right now, they are all tough.
They're toss-ups.
And since I went for it with my lock in betting, I think I have to take it for my snake draft. I'm taking the Packers to beat the Lions.
Damn it, Shelby. Well, gotta respect it.
You did the same thing. I mean,
I'm gonna have to go
2
with
picks.
Yeah, I got 2 picks. First one's gonna be Chiefs over Texans.
Wow.
Ooh.
It's 4.5.
Kind of like it. I mean, whatever. Chiefs
it's-
probably,
with
Chiefs
what
probably
is
won't
left
lose
on the
another
board.
one like
Yeah,
that.
with what's
At
left
home.
on the board,
Yeah.
gotta go with that
Yeah,
one.
all of these are going to be
Yeah.
These
Yeah.
next 6 are all going to be
Right.
like they could all be wrong.
Yeah.
I don't know. You're gonna like this one, Scotty. And you know what? No, I'm gonna hold off on that one.
I'm taking it now.
teasing him. I'm gonna go Niners. I'm gonna go Niners over Rams.
Wow.
All right, underdog. All right, Scotland. No, it's me.
Yeah, it is
Sorry,
you.
Sorry.
I was like,
that's on me. Hand
Yep.
up.
Mhm.
I gotta find that on my board here. Okay. Do I switch it around and say the Rams?
Do it.
Do
it. Give me the throw.
It's always a good bet.
Someone's
got
to lose.
Foggy London Town. I'm taking the Panthers over the Buccaneers.
No, you.
Hey now.
You so and so.
Hey. Come on.
That was really
Hey,
rude.
it's a win-win. We get NFL at 9:30 a.m. on Sunday.
While I'm eating my McDonald's. McDonald's breakfast on a Sunday has been a Shelby Scotty tradition since...
September 13th, 2015.
Oh, yeah. I was going to say since Nam, but actually that's not appropriate. I'm taking the Broncos over the Titans.
Oh.
You took the one that I thought said, "Oh, you're gonna like this one."
Yeah,
All
no
right.
shit.
Your next one?
I'm taking the Falcons over Arizona.
Okay. That was my number 6. All right. Leaves me battling here. I have 3 games left to pick, and all of them are 3-point spreads or less, which is tough. I'm not going to take Seattle-Cleveland because I just
Really?
don't know.
Wow.
You can
okay.
have that.
That's
There
a
you
tough
go.
one.
Well, then you know what my pick's gonna be.
All right, we'll lock in Zack's, but now I'm taking it.
Okay, that's fair.
Are
That's
you really?
fair.
I want to just
Yeah.
to not... I want to do the Redskins,
Ugh.
but Minnesota-Philly I'm not going to touch, so it's left between the Redskins and Seahawks. I'd rather bet on Russell Wilson than Colt McCoy or Case Keenum, so I'm going to take Seattle over Cleveland.
Yeah, easy. Russell Wilson, the best quarterback in the NFL, not named Mahomes.
Yeah, I'm gonna
I mean,
go.
he is.
I'd buy that.
I
Yeah.
love him.
I'd buy that.
I
Well,
love him. Favorite player in the NFL.
Since I couldn't keep my mouth shut, I'm gonna have to go Eagles over Vikings.
Okay. Zach, moneylining 2 underdogs. That's his thing, apparently.
That's
as
his-
you'll find out.
As you'll find out.
Or they've already found out.
Probably.
Because-
As you found out.
As you have found out.
As you, past tense, have found out.
Yeah. It makes perfect sense.
It does. I mean, you crop it in, you know.
All right, guys. Monday morning headlines from across the globe. Scotty hasn't done it. Zach hasn't done it. I had mine done at 3 o'clock. Because I care. Why do
all
I
care.
care? Why do I care? Okay.
Nobody knows.
Oh, I'm glad I didn't take the Redskins because my Monday morning headline's about the Dolphins winning. All right. Tua can wait, says the Miami Sun Centennial. Dolphins postpone tank job with 20-17 win over winless Redskins in Bill Callahan's debut at the World Cup.
The Pittsburgh Tribune. Lockjaw.
That's not is that a newspaper?
It's gotta be.
Lockjaw.
Free Post Gazette.
In big letters. And underneath.
Lockjaw. Why?
Chargers lock up the Steelers. And the Masonless Steelers.
What's the what would be the
Yikes.
What would be
The Chargers lock up the Masonless Steelers.
there you go. What would be the Washington's? What's Washington?
Washington Post.
It's true. There we go with that one.
Wait, did you ask why Lockjaw? Because they
did.
hit him in the jaw.
Yep.
Mason Rudolph in the
Yep.
jaw.
Oh, that's good.
I
Yeah.
picked up on
So
that.
you're welcome. So
Yep.
like,
Okay.
yeah.
I'm gonna go the opposite of yours. Washington Post. Redskins have the clap back. They get their first win of the season against the Dolphins because of Jay Gruden's extracurricular activities.
I like the headline to be like, because,
We'll draft it back to you, Shelby.
All right.
Redskins, the Redskins Tribune.
Redskins.
The Washington Herald.
Good.
That's actually a thing.
Yeah, Washington Herald.
Shoot. The Washington Post. That's also a thing.
The Washington Star Tribune.
Calla win.
Oh.
Redskins record first dub against those sea creatures.
Ooh. Okay.
No, that sucks.
All right. New York Post is gonna.
No,
read,
that's good. Be confident in yourself, Scott.
All right. The New York Post is gonna read, "Mono no." Sam Darnold struggles in return from sickness, throwing 3 picks and 24-7 loss to Dallas.
Mono and 6.
Oh. I like that more. I'm gonna hedge that and say either of those two can have it. I'm gonna give that to the New York Daily News.
All right,
the
cool,
Post
yeah.
is gonna have this.
All right. Zach?
It's Raiders bye week. I was gonna do something with what's his face? His suspension was held up.
Montez.
Yeah, perfect.
The perfect crime.
Yeah.
God.
I know Shelby has one
Perfectly
I
imperfect.
don't have one more.
more. Oh. I really wanted a chance to do Shelby, you are live. Yeah, you fucking suck.
Welcome to Jesus Christ Helpline, sir. You are live. I think that's our show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shout out to the Vine guy.
Hey,
Yeah.
Zach Perniori.
Yeah.
Peoria.
Holding it down for
Peoria
guys named
Chiefs,
Zack.
Minor league. Okay.
He'll probably take the Dallas Cowboys minus 7.5. Please! All right, so
Please!
See you next week. Bye.
Bye.